Hour two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, the channel Miami 560 WQAM. Also streaming on the free Odyssey. I've got a great contest for you. It's called the Slam Dunk in Vegas. Travel and accommodations for one winner and three guests to Las Vegas, plus $20,000. It's easy to enter. Just download the free Odyssey app, log in or register for an account. You listen to WQM or any participating station, and listen each day for a minimum of 1 hour for your entry, and you can do it every day. The Slam Dunk in Vegas, your chance to win. All you got to do, just listen to WQAM on the free Odyssey app. Travel dates are March 17th to the 22nd. And when in Las Vegas, stay at the Circa Resort and Casino, Las Vegas's premium sports viewing destination. They supposedly have like one of the best sports books. And visit the biggest March Hoops party at Stadium Swim. This is a national contest. Headlines. Those are brought to you by Durant Volkswagen. At Durant Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Durant Volkswagen. Went over the losses last hour, but if you missed it last night, Panthers lose to the Caps 6-3. It was 2-2 after a couple of periods, and then the Cats get down 4-2 early in the third. Matthew Tkachuk brought them within a goal. Capitals, though, got some empty netters to put the dagger on it. Cats will be taking on the Blues tomorrow. Heat, they lose to the Bulls 133-124. They're back at it, and we'll look to bounce back tonight against the 76ers at 7:30. You could hear that right here on 560 WQAM. Yesterday, Luka, he was courtside, sitting a little bit next to Bronny as the Lakers spanked the Clippers yesterday. Put it on them. Put it on them, dude. That was something. Right now, we are still awaiting the trade wins. The trade today that made noise, you had Chris Middleton get shipped to Washington for Kyle Kuzma. So Kyle Kuzma is now a Milwaukee Buck. This does free them up a little bit more salary-wise to make some things happen if they did want to get into the game for Jimmy Butler. But here is the big news that's circulating the NBA right now, and that is it appears Bradley Beal has told the Suns to stick it. And yeah, I mean, we don't have that as a quote, but basically it seems like he's told them to shove it up there. You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not bleeping leaving. And they're now apparently entertaining trade calls for Kevin Durant.
Wow.
And I don't know what to make of that. I don't like it is a crazy time right now because it seems like, look, the one thing we know about Kevin Durant, when he sees the ship a sinking, he gets the hell out.
Yep.
He gets the hell out.
He don't want none. I mean, in fairness to KD, the one thing that's very clear, he just want to play basketball. Right? He ain't into all that other stuff. And as soon as it gets like there's going to be some drama, I'm out.
Yeah, it kind of seems like he wants to play basketball for a good team.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody's now saying that it seems like the Warriors are really pressing to get him. But the Suns obviously want a star still. So they, May and Root, do a three-way deal that is Heat, get Andrew Wiggins, Durant goes to the Warriors, Suns get Jimmy Butler. However, these are crazy times right now. And who's to say that the Heat aren't just like, well, if you want Jimmy Butler so much, why don't you just do Kevin Durant for Jimmy Butler? So I don't know. This is all very crazy right now, Leroy. I don't know.
Yeah, but who would you trade?
Well, this is the thing. Because they're so up against it with salary, I think the only guy they can add to
Dunks?
No, Duncan makes like $20 million, dude. The only guy they could add to a Jimmy Butler trade is a sweetener.
What?
Is
Jovic?
Not even Jaime?
I think he makes too much because it's where you get picked. You're slotted at a salary.
Damn it, Jaime. Kevin Love. Veteran minimum.
He doesn't. Well, I think he does make them. I think he makes like a piece of the mid-level.
No one wants Kevin Love.
I mean, I would like Kevin Love for vibes. I mean, I wouldn't be against getting Kevin Love, but
too cute on that social media.
I don't know, man. I really don't know what's going on here. I'm flummoxed.
What 20?
We got like
28 hours.
Yeah, like 28 hours. 28 hours. But here's the thing: if you're Kevin Durant, right?
Good.
Make a stink,
Nope.
right?
Hmm?
Kevin Durant had a pretty public exit with the Warriors.
He makes quiet stinks.
He does.
He
is the anti Jimmy Butler. Like he's just like whatever's going on in the background, KD's just like, So I don't know. Like if I'm the Suns, this is what I'm like if I'm the Suns, right? I'm trying to look at this from their perspective. Yes, he may opt out, but I'm just letting him go to the Warriors, who I'm like this with in the standings. I'm like, you know what, Kevin? Like, just play the season out because he's not going to Jimmy Butler it.
Yeah.
Play the last 30 whatever games are, roll the dice and see what happens. I don't know, and I do think this owner doesn't want to end up empty-handed. He does seem to have some affinity for Jimmy Butler if he's willing to give him an extension sight unseen, right?
Yep.
There seems to be something positive there.
Wouldn't that be something if Jimmy got there and say, we're not going to extend you?
Oh, well, hey, good luck to the desert if that happens, dude.
James Jones, the desert. You think the desert is hot now?
Good luck to James Jones if that happens. But in all seriousness, like if this is going to go down, it does feel like the Suns have been a little bit checkmated here with, all right, we tried to move Bradley Beal this entire time. Oh, wait, we traded for a guy with a no trade clause. The only way it was said around all this that part of the reason for getting Jimmy Butler is Kevin Durant was not satisfied with the roster, right? That part of what hinged on him signing an extension with the Suns was getting Jimmy Butler. If they,
really?
Yeah. And if they can't, well, I'm like he was the star they were going after, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they can't, and he can opt out, rats off a ship.
I got to tell you, how do you think Devin Booker is experiencing all of this nonsense?
Very good question, Leroy. That's a good question.
Because you don't hear much from him.
You don't. But they were more successful before Kevin Durant got to the finals. Good team. Bridges, Ayton, CP3, who's getting long in the tooth. And I get it. It's Durant. I get it. But now it's like, you're getting rid of Durant, and who am I getting here? And hey, they're all Olympic teammates. You think Bam's telling stories? I don't know.
I know Bam is saying good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. See my jump shot lately? Smooth.
I don't know, man. It just seems like if you're Phoenix and you've witnessed what we've witnessed for the last 2 months, are you really trying to go all out to get Jimmy?
It seems like they are.
I
don't know.
I know.
I don't know. Hey,
they know something we don't. Because we've all fell for the Jimmy just gonna ball out. And then when he doesn't, we've given him a lot of excuses as to why.
For sure.
But at some point, the reality speaks for itself.
You think Budenholzer's going to have like flashbacks to the 56-point game if he gets them?
PTSD.
Let's start with 20 first. It's been a minute.
Leroy thinks he's going to go out there and be Patrick Beverly.
Yeah.
He's gotten, Jimmy Butler has gotten to Aaron Rodgers level with Leroy. He goes, old bum.
Well, no, because I'm just saying, like, Jimmy's not a shooter.
Nope.
So he's not. KD could play till he's 40 because he's a great shooter. Jimmy's game is in the paint, getting to the foul line and stuff like that. And when that gets old, how does that look? And that's my whole point throughout all this. we're all just making an assumption that wherever Jimmy goes, you're going to mysteriously get playoff Jimmy or finals Jimmy. And I'm saying he's tried to avoid playing that style of game for a while now.
Yeah, the only thing that you could, I mean, like the most optimistic you could do if you're the Suns right now is you think we give him the security that he wants, like he's going to throw everything at the rim. The thing is, like the problem is, can that hold up? Can that style hold up?
Right, because that's a style, that's a young basketball game. That's even, remember LeBron used to play that game, and LeBron developed the jump shot, and LeBron developed the three, and LeBron picks his spots now. But I don't know if Jimmy is that as good a shooter as guys who have.
Yeah, it's not that Jimmy can't shoot; he just doesn't shoot. You
right,
know, like
okay,
we've seen him unveil it and be like, you know, pretty decent when he wants to go. But that's not his game. I mean, he's said for a very long time, I like to run into people, and that takes its toll.
Exactly. So how I don't.
But I think, Leroy, what we're doing here is they're still in a bad situation with Phoenix, because here's where they're at. They have, and this is the big reason why the Heat did not want Bradley Beal. When you have an impossible person to trade who's going to make $50+ million, you only have so many moves.
Right.
And if you're not going to trade the all-time leading scorer in Suns history and the fan favorite, what else do you do? If Kevin Durant looks around and he goes, well, this is over, just like he did in Brooklyn, just like he did in OKC, just like he did with the Golden State. I think Golden State was more of a personal beef,
right?
With Draymond and the coaching staff. He just wasn't happy there anymore. But one thing Kevin Durant has shown, when he's like, just like he doesn't do the whole theatrics that Jimmy does, but when it's over, and he's ready to move on. And so, with everybody having this noise that's going around, it kind of feels like Kevin Durant's gone to the Suns and be like, I'm done. Let's go.
Yeah, but the one thing that I would say about all of his situations, regardless of him expressing his feelings to the organization, the team, the coach, or whatever, he's never not played basketball.
No, that's true.
And so from that standpoint, all of this with me comes to a head, and I have a major problem with Jimmy's making a stink. I don't have a problem with that. But he's not playing basketball. He has gone out of his way to sabotage basketball. So it kind of, this has a different feel because of that. Like, I'm taking my ball and going home and I'm not playing, and I'm going to shoot one-legged threes from the corner. KD would never do that. No matter what, KD going to go get you 25, 30.
The thing that's going to be interesting about it, though, is, you know, what does KD want to do? Because there's all this talk, you know, like the Warriors had all this supposed debate about Durant. And I'm sure they'd want Durant back, but does Durant want to go back to Golden State? Like, maybe. I mean, I can't rule it out because it is teaming up with Steph, but you know, like there's baggage there. There's past there. You know, it's always what probably comes up when ever like the long shots of like, oh, would LeBron ever go back to Miami? It's like, it's probably bygones be bygones, but there is baggage there. So if Durant was looking for another place, we know he's got a lot of respect for Spo. Would he push to the Suns and be like, hey, you want Jimmy Butler so much, just trade me to Miami?
I mean,
I don't know.
It does make sense.
I think it's a long shot. Like I was telling Marcos on the way up here, I'm so shook. You know me, dude. I'm the whale. I'm the harpooner, right? On a typical Tobes day, I would be sitting here making whale sounds. I have such Heat PTSD right now. I'm convinced we're going to give up a first-round pick for Bradley Beal. Like, that's how things have been going for us. That's where we're at. That's the Heat's run of moves lately. So I don't want to even allow myself to believe that we somehow could come out of the muck here with Kevin Durant.
Which wasn't even in the equation a week ago.
Right. So, I don't know. It's one of these.
How excited would you be?
What? But if I had to lose Jovic, you know.
I see, and that's the other problem. You losing a guy you could possibly have for 5-10 years to a guy you maybe have 2-3.
Yeah.
So, and is that impact of that player, regardless of how big he is that going to get you over any type of hump, right? Because he is probably one of the most unstoppable forces in the league right now.
He's incredible. MM says KD is going to go back because Draymond Green may be out if KD comes in. Man, that would be an ultimate petty revenge if you got Draymond Green actually off the Warriors.
Man, who else would want him?
Like
his value is only to the Warriors, right?
Someone will talk themselves into it.
The Heat.
I don't see the fit. Just basketball wise.
I don't see the fit with Terry Rozier, but here we are.
Here we are. You checkmated me with that one, dude.
Well, this is an after the fact thing, though. We doing this before.
Yeah. Hey, Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm, youraccidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Over to the window plex. We got a light breeze. Winds are coming out of the east, maybe a little northeast at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And it is 80 degrees with, I'd say mostly sunny, partly to mostly sunny. Not very many clouds.
How'd you do, Froggy?
Excellent weather at 80, winds east southeast at 12 miles per hour, partly cloudy.
All right. He's a golfer.
He's a golfer.
Take a break. Back after this.